description.
Well, hello, this is Hans the Ramen Raider, and it's time for another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, and this is the show where I show you what to do with your noodles. Excuse me. Today we got one that came by way of Noodle Journey, a friend of mine who has a great channel on YouTube devoted to a exploration of instant noodles. Check out Noodle Journey. And this is Paldo Bibimmen. Two. Yeah, and it's got this guy holding these little people. So yeah, we'll do this. 4-minute boil, and as always, I'll let you watch. Oh, does this one go in? So I'm doing things really ass backwards today. Yeah, this goes in. Wait. It looks like there's two preparation methods. What? I'm kind of confused. Yeah. Well, I'm guessing this goes in first. I hope I'm doing this right. If I do this wrong, I'm going to be like ticked. That's veg. That's going in now. And then the noodle's going to go in for 4 minutes. Let me look at this. There is no broth going on here. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll cook it, we'll drain it, we'll rinse it with cold water, add this on it, and we're good to go. I'm not gonna second guess my first thought. Yeah. Oh, and you can watch. There it goes. So today I've been enjoying watching the stock market just crash. I don't know. It's kind of I have way too much fun watching the stock market crash. It's just been like every day. Ooh. Oh. Ew. I wish I had a 401k that I could fret about, but I don't. The Ramen Raiders magical package is really doesn't have a lot of perks. There's no 401k when you're the Ramen Raider. Yeah, I don't get a 401k for reviewing instant noodles. If you'd like to offer me one and just throw a bunch of money in it, that'd be nice. I would take that, but as it stands, no. I went out for a bit this morning, and then I got back, and I'm going to go back out again this afternoon, I think. And I will not be reviewing tomorrow. I've decided that I will do whatever I damn well feel like tomorrow, which is Friday, because tomorrow, well, whoa, getting breezy out there. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, is my birthday. And what I want to do against my wife's wishes is I want to go get her something. She's like, it's your birthday. You shouldn't go get me something. I'm like, I wanna. It'll make me happy. It'll give me a happy birthday to go get you something. I'm just gonna do it anyway. We've got a bakery over in Bothell, and it's been a while since I've walked all the way into downtown Bothell. And I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna get a couple donuts. Nice donuts. And then come back and surprise her with donut. It's kind. And when I go out today, I might go get my son a calculator that they got at the thrift store that looks really neat. I'm just gonna get something for Mimi. She got in trouble. She keeps like nicking stuff at school out of the lost and found and bringing it home. And we told her, okay, you do it again, you're losing your laptop and your tablet and all your screen time for a week. Well, she lost her laptop and her tablet and all screen time for a week. So she would come up with these little stories like, oh, somebody just like ran into me and gave me this. It's like, who? I don't know their name. I'm like, you're so full of shit. Completely full of shit. It's okay. I mean, she's a little girl. She's pushing the boundaries, but I don't want her to make it a habit of pushing those kind of boundaries. We watched Cops a couple times, and it's like, oh my, why are they stomping on that guy? It's like, well, because he stole something, sweetie. She's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, you can't do that. Don't get used to doing that crap. I don't know. There was always this thing when I was a kid. You could go to the police and say, hey, my kid has been doing this and this and this. Can you, like, arrest him and put him in jail, like, pretend? They'd be like, oh, sure. Yeah. We can do that. No, I didn't have that done to me. I don't know, maybe I should have, but yeah, they used to do stuff like that. And then they deemed it that it was like cruel. Like, that's not cruel. You don't want your kid to grow up a thief. But I don't know, maybe just a phase. But you know, I think it wants 20 milliliters of water, so there. You know, we just want to nip that crap in the bud, you know what I'm saying? I don't want her to get in trouble. I love my little girl. I don't know. So she's got to figure it out. Figure it out, kid. Figure it out. But yeah, tomorrow I turn 50. And it's like watching my kids like learn these like lessons that I learned a long time ago. Don't go steal stuff. You know, things like that. Ugh. It's like, God, you're gonna have to learn the hard way. Don't learn the hard way. Just you know, take our advice. It's good. We've been there. We know what it's like to be a kid. It's like we have eyes on the back of your head. They don't believe us and keep doing stupid crap. That's their job, though. Being a kid is like school for to know what to do when you're an adult. Although there was a kid, he was like 17, and he lives like somewhere in Washington State. Well, what did he do? He got big trouble. He's like wanted, or they got him, 17-year-old kid, armed robbery, like tons of armed robbery, like disturbingly large amount of armed robbery, and he's screwed. They're going to try him as an adult, I'm sure. And, yeah, that's that. Here's the noodle. Let's give it a try. Yeah, that's what he was saying. kind of a black peppery thing going on with this one. Do I like it? It might grow on me. Oh, the sun is coming. Bastard sunlight. Okay. So this is a cold noodle. It's been rinsed with cold water. I like the noodle itself. The flavoring is interesting. It is very peppery. Black pepper. It works. That doesn't work though. Can I have one of those? Thank you. Okay. So now the garnish part, and this is like, I really like doing this. So here's some of my own personal chashu that we made this last weekend, which only seems like a day or two ago, but it's Thursday, so we're looking headlong into the next weekend. There's a little bit of chashu. We'll put some cucumber, some cukes. I always thought that was a funny way to say cucumber. Cukes. Usually I see that at a farmer's market. It'll just be a sign. Cukes, 2 for $1. I gotta admit, when I was a kid, I wasn't into cucumber. Now I'm like, dude, cucumber, dude. Wow, the birds are enjoying the outdoors today, as they kind of usually do, but we've got a little bit of tomato here. And, oh, I've got a lot more as well. I don't know if I want to keep going. Go a little bit more, maybe right here. It's kind of like, when I do this up, it kind of ends up a bit like a Cobb salad, but with noodle. I like it. I mean, it's kind of the way you're supposed to do it, from what I've seen on the suggestions of it being served. No, I'm gonna hold off on the mung bean sprout. Mung bean sprout used to be like, if you saw me making noodles, you saw me using mung bean sprouts. And you know what? I kind of, A, they go bad real quick, and B, they're really, really, really white. And it's not always the easiest thing to like have the mung bean sprouts work together with the way I want it, the dish to look. So, but look at that. That's fun. I think, you know, yeah, no, I like it sticking out. It's got an outie. There you go. Very nice. Alright, thanks for watching. Yeah, this one came from Noodle Journey, who is one of our new moderators in the Ramen Junkie group. And another moderator sent me this. This is Maggie Tom Yam Ka. This is Probably made in Malaysia for Singapore. Yeah, they don't have a noodle. These guys don't have. Maggie doesn't have a factory in Singapore. I don't think. Singapore is pretty small. So, anyways, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. This will be tomorrow's show. Have a good one. Bye bye.